Hey y'all, today we're going to be talking about how to start a self-care routine. We're just going to take an hour out of our very hectic days and just pour back into ourselves. It's very important. We take care of everyone else. We have to start taking care of ourselves. And to make this routine a whole lot simpler, we're going to break it down to 3 parts. The first part is going to be our mind. Giving back to our mind. We overwork our mind so much, at least I know I do. And one of my favorite things to do is to sit down and read a book. And not just any book, but I like to pick a book that's going to be beneficial to me. And right now I am currently reading Heather Lindsay's Pink Lips and Empty Hearts. This is the second time I'm reading this book. It's just that good. So I love sitting down and reading a book that's going to be great for my mind. Another thing I love doing is just picking up a journal and jotting down a few things that I'm thankful for. A gratitude journal is just wonderful. It's a visual aid to see all of the wonderful things that you've been blessed with in your life. Another thing that you can do is actually do a media detox, or even just sit down and color some. If you love coloring, that's another option for your mind as well. Now it's time to give back to our bodies, and one of my favorite ways right now to give back to my body is actually with this TEAMI tea. Thank you so much, TEAMI, for collaborating with me on this video. I am so obsessed with this tea, y'all. If you're not following me on Instagram, then you do not know that I'm doing the 30-day detox, and on this day in particular, I'm drinking my skinny tea. It has changed the game completely. It's just giving me so much energy. My bloating has reduced so much. I can't even put into words how awesome this tea is. And I'm just going to put a teaspoon of tea into my little tumbler. This tumbler is super cute. It's so functional. They have so many different colors to choose from. But just to make it a little easier on me, I do just make it in my Keurig. Just put a cup of boiling water in there. And in my tea, I personally like to put in a teaspoon of honey. This is local honey, but it just makes it taste so good. It already has a good taste to it, but this just like enhances the natural taste of the tea. And I would just sip on that in the morning. It's making such a huge difference. If you guys are interested in it, which I highly recommend you looking into, you can check my description box below. There's actually a coupon code. You can use page 10 to get 10% off of your order. I'm loving it, y'all. If you want to have a change in your life, then I highly suggest trying out this 30-day detox. Other ways you can give back to your body, you can also go for a walk. Of course, I have to take my fur babies with me when I go on a walk, and that's actually even better. It's actually good for my mind as well because I'm getting to spend some time with them. You can also do yoga, you can dance, just pretty much any kind of physical activity that's just sort of going to be more relaxing to you. I think it's just going to be really beneficial for your body, so I highly suggest any of these options. Last but not least, it's time that we pour back into our souls. I feel like this is just so important, and one of the ways I've been implementing this into my mornings, I'm just taking 20 minutes to sit down and read, or in this case, listen to the Bible. I'm currently reading from the book of Esther, and I just feel like this season in my life, this book is just speaking to me on so many different levels.
If you keep quiet at a time like this, deliverance and relief for the Jews will arise from some other place, but you and your relatives will die. Who knows?
Talking to a friend can be so good for the soul. So one of my favorite things to do is just to text my friend and say, hey, are you free right now? I need to see your face. So we would just FaceTime and just laugh and just take the stresses of the day away for our little conversation. It's just so good for the soul. So if you do not do this, just call up a friend right now. In this time, you could also practice a new hobby, or you can even declutter. Decluttering and organizing is always so good for your soul, your mind, your spirit. I mean, it's just good for everything. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and have learned some things that you can start implementing into your very own self-care routines. Never feel selfish or guilty for wanting to spend time with yourself. We pour so much time into others. It's time that we have to start giving back to ourselves. So I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed day, and thanks for watching.